Okay, we're recording. So, hello. It has been a very long time since I've done a vlog. It's usually always podcasts, but today I wanted to be on screen because I have some stories to tell. Because today was I'm going to introduce this by saying today one of the top 10 biggest things on my bucket list, you know, those things to do before you die. One of those top 10 things got crossed off today. And I met arguably, there's a couple people that come to mind, but easily one of the biggest role models and inspirations behind Samurai KiwiG and so on. I got to meet somebody today. I got to meet my all-time favorite YouTuber today, Jeremy Jahns. That shit happened. But we'll come back to that. So that's the main highlight. That it's gonna be funny when I tell the story of how this happened. But the way I met him, though, is that my best buddy Matt is back in town, and I am not seeing him anymore while he's here. I got to see him for 3 or 4 hours last night, and that was supposed to be the only time I got to see him, and which is not enough time to see my brother. And he's here to grab more of his stuff to bring down to Los Angeles, and there's also, which is huge, by the way. I'm fine with saying Los Angeles because I'm yeah, good luck finding somebody in that freaking city. but yeah, so he's grabbing more of his stuff to bring down there, as well as he's down here to go to this convention called Emerald City Comic-Con. And he was supposed to go with his friend Terry, who was flying down, but unfortunately, Terry's flight just got messed up, so Terry couldn't come. So he's like, hey, you want the pass? So that was really cool. Obviously, you know, we both mourn for Terry, but we try to look at the glass half full. And he's actually really grateful in a way that it happened. Obviously, he's not grateful for Terry, but you know, the glass half full. This is really cool because I've never been to this con before, and he goes every year, and he's met Jeremy Jahns twice. So, and he's met him at this place. That's the thing. That's one of the things about subconsciously going to this place. He's like, you realize that Jeremy might be here this year, right? I'm just like, dude, don't mess with me. But yeah, it was cool. So I gotta work Sunday now because of this, and I'll be streaming with you guys. I'll probably be working up until the stream with you guys, and maybe I'll take the rest of the day off. We'll see. I got lots to do Sunday now because I basically took the day off to do this, and I'm so glad I did, by the way. It's moments like this, guys. It's when you think something potentially amazing could happen, then just go for it. And if you missed out, then but basically, if I chose to work, obviously we don't always have that choice. I'm very fortunate that I have a very controllable schedule, and I understand that's not everybody in the world, so I have no room to talk. But just if you can manage it, then you never know what could happen. And today, one of my 10 biggest things I want to happen at some point happened. So, but before that, I thought I'd show some cool stuff. So this was at a convention, and there was a ton of artists there. Okay, this was a con, not an expo. I've been to expos before, but a convention is more so, you know, it's the community, and it's more showing than hands-on experiencing stuff. Expo is more for actually letting people get hands-on and everything. But there's a lot of fantastic artists there. Fantastic artists. Artists that blew me away with how good they are. And I need to, I promised this girl I really wanted to shout her out through a tweet and a Facebook post or whatever. Because there's this artist there. She is so amazing. There's so many amazing artists there, but this one in particular, I just think she's so good. Bunnyworth, if you're watching this, Shanice, you're gonna freaking blow your mind, at least in my opinion. So, and it was funny because when I saw these, some of them were so good. I thought of my buddy Titus. If you guys remember Titus, he's been in a few Social Madness episodes, as well as maybe, yeah, my E3 trip, as well as I don't know. He's been in a lot of my videos. He's one of my best friends now, and he loves his waifus. He loves his waifus. He loves his anime, and he loves to represent it too. So I saw some cool ass arts at this booth first one I saw that I knew that he would love is this Persona 5 one. Okay, I forgot. I have to go on this side. Yeah. It's this Persona 5 one, to which he loved Persona 5. It was like his game of the year. And it's funny though. Another funny story is that first off, each of these are freaking $20. I didn't buy them all. I took a picture of 3 different ones, and I asked him, I was like, so there's this crazy good artist here, and I see these pieces of art that you might like. So I took pictures of 3 different ones that I thought Titus would like. He sends me a message back and he goes, dude, get all 3 of them. He's like, get all 3 of them. I'm like, they're $20 each. He's like, I don't give a shit. Those are all so beautiful. So this girl got some business, and she cut me a deal too, because I just wanted to get one. Like, I'm just like, I question spending any money right now, but these are so beautiful, I have to get at least one of them. And luckily, because of Titus, because I bought so many, she gave me one or two for free. So that's really freaking cool. But anyways, yeah, I'll shout her out later and you can check her out. Like, follow me on Twitter and Facebook especially. But so yeah, this Persona 5 one, beautiful. I got that Titus got that. I just love that I know him so well that he's like, dude, send me all 3 of those. Of course, he's a freaking Bowsette and Bouette fan. I knew he would want this, and he's like, dude, that's so... Like I said, Titus he's the waifu guy. Yeah, but that's pretty sick. And the next one, he didn't love Darling in the Franxx, but he did like the girls from it. And that's why I saw this and I was just like, oh, I got to send him this one. I know for sure he really appreciated 02, but just, it's so beautiful. You can't really tell through like the video, but somebody drew this. Somebody did this. Like, this is this isn't like by a company. This is by one person. It's freaking crazy. And these are the 2 that I wanted though. Like, I'll show you the for sure one I wanted last. But this, because I got one free, I was like, oh sweet, I can grab a My Hero one. So this is one that she did for My Hero Academia, and oh my god, so cool. There's the best girl right there. Sorry, Mads. Sorry, Merc. But God, it's just so freaking beautiful. I love it. It's so cool. And these are so, like, the material and everything, I don't want to like pin it on my wall. All my posters, they're pinned on, but I don't want to put a hole through this. But this is the one I for sure wanted. I wanted this one, no question. Freaking Yu Yu Hakusho. And of course, it's got like best boy character of all time, Hiei. Hiei is my bomb diggity. Just to let you know, Rukia's best girl, Hiei's best boy. But and I just love how like they all got bats, which resembles kind of like the punk attitude a lot of the characters had. This is so freaking beautiful. Like, I saw this one, I'm like, I have to have it. I have to have it. So it's gorgeous, super good artist. Like, I'll shout her out in like social media. You should totally check her out. But so yeah, I thought I'd show you guys that. And now the big event. So we're on our way to get those after I get word from Titus, you know, like, so I want all 3 of them, which made me laugh so hard. I was like, wow. Okay. He got a bonus, so it's okay. But he wants to spend like a 5th of it on that. But yeah, so I'm on a mission to grab those. And on the way there, all of a sudden, I'm literally going to like reenact this for you, okay? So this is how this went down. So we're walking along, just walking along, and all of a sudden, I see him. I see the man. I see the legend, Jeremy Jahns, to which, if you don't know, Jeremy Jahns is my all-time favorite YouTuber. I highly recommend you check him out. He doesn't need the plugin. He is the biggest individual movie reviewer on YouTube, at least I believe. There could be somebody that's bigger, but not so much as an individual. He doesn't he doesn't really collab. He doesn't have like people on. It's just him talking in front of a green screen. And that's why Jeremy Jahns is like one of my biggest inspirations for YouTube, is because he's just this guy that wants to share his opinion about stuff. And that's what I want to be able to do. And that's why my reaction things, yeah, they're cool, but I love just being able to share my opinion about stuff. And that's what he does. And he focuses mostly on movies, yeah, but every now and then it's about a game. So I just love him. He's the only YouTuber that I've been continuously following ever since I subscribed to them. And it's been like 7 or 8 years since I've gotten introduced to him. I believe 2011. Yeah, 2011 is when I got introduced to him. So like that's 8 years. 8 freaking years. But anyways, so I'm walking along, see him. And when I see him, no exaggeration, I lose my ability to walk. I lose my ability to speak. I swear I'm not exaggerating. I wish so badly there was a hidden camera that captured this. But I see him. Matt. And I'm trying to tell Matt. Like, I just like fell into my buddy Matt. And he's just like, he took like a second to try to figure it out. And like all of a sudden, I was super calm and happy, but all of a sudden my head was spinning hot. I lost my footing. I couldn't talk. And Matt, like, he figured it out and he like looks over. He's like, Tony, Jeremy. And I'm just like, oh. I was like trying to tell him I know, but I couldn't. And he saw me. He saw me. He saw everybody else around me. And again, he's met my friend Matt as well as our buddy Justin, who was with us, and you're about to see. I have video of this. You're about to see video of it. He's seen Matt and Justin before. And so he saw them, which was cool because he recognized them. That was really cool that he actually recognized them. And he saw me, obviously freaking out. And you're about to hear what follows, but he came up, and what you missed is basically just me kind of fangirling a bit. And I was trying my best through this whole thing not to freaking cry like a baby. I was doing my best to not tear up. And I just told him, like, you're amazing. And I really love these vlogs that he does. He has, because usually he's just in front of a green screen, and that's it. That's all you get to see of him. But lately, he's started a new series that I will get into in a moment because it's very important. It's very important. So anyways, but I'm telling you, I like legit almost passed out. I legit, like, I couldn't handle it. I couldn't freaking handle it. But anyways, here's a look at what happened. Let me just rewind this. Okay.
Okay, so I just met my absolute idol on YouTube, Jeremy Johns here, and but like I'm staring right at you, so thanks, I don't know. But I appreciate. I was like, I wanted to reach out to you and say like I'll make a video for you or something. You're like, because I just fucking love you, dude.
So what I'm trying to tell him here is that I legitimately would be willing to edit a video a month for Jeremy here. This guy is my freaking hero, and I would love to edit a video for him. Like, that's how much I freaking love him. And that's what I was trying to tell him, is that I would be willing to edit a video for you, like, every month, because he's got a very simple style of editing too. So yeah, but yeah.
But like I'm staring right at you, so thanks, I don't know. But I appreciate. I was like, I wanted to reach out to you and say like I'll make a video for you or something. You're like, because I just fucking love you, dude.
I
like,
appreciate that. You know, my friends over there were like, these dudes really want to say hi to you.
Because you probably saw me. I was like,
yeah, it happened. And then I turned around and there you guys were, and I was like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, because they've met you like multiple times.
Yeah, dude, I remember.
So,
yeah, I remember these guys.
The fact that you remember makes
that's crazy that you remember them.
Yeah, there's something about, you remind me of Xerxes from 300, the guy who plays him anyway. I don't know why. And you remind me of, I don't know who you remind me of, but there is somebody you remind me of.
Okay.
And so you kind of stand out, you know?
Awesome,
yeah. All right, you know what?
All right. If you listen to Jeremy here, he goes, you know what?
I'm fucking shaking.
Listen, hang on.
Who you remind me of, but there is somebody you remind me of.
Okay.
And so you kind of stand out, you know?
Awesome.
Yeah. All right, you know what?
You know what? He says, you know what? What happens here? Jeremy just said, you know what? And the reason he's saying, you know what, is because what follows here, that's where my video ends, okay? But what follows is I was talking before about one of the things I love about this guy is even though he's got a very repetitive style, you know, it's just him in front of a green screen, he's just talking about stuff. He's trying some new stuff every now and then. And I appreciate that because that's what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to not just do anime reactions. And I'm kind of jumping the gun on that, you know, like trying to experiment right away, which isn't necessarily, the smart thing to do. But what Jeremy's doing is now that he's super established, he can experiment. And so he's been doing these things that I would love to do it myself at some point, where he's not using his professional camera. He's just using his phone and taking various videos of himself throughout the month. And at the end of the month, he puts together all these videos and makes it like a Jeremy Johns in January 2019. And it's like a 30-minute long video or longer. And it's just like, you know, all these videos on his phone put together, and it's like basically the inside life, you know, what is he like outside of the camera, what's he doing outside of the camera. And it's such a cool thing if you're a fan of him to see him live his life. And like sometimes how I think people mentioned on my thing, like when I did an unboxing for Akimento, like that was like kind of like somewhat a glimpse inside the life of Kibuji. But so yeah, or my E3 trip, that's a very good example. But I love it. I love it. And I expressed that to him when I first met him. I'm just like, I just want you to know, I love these vlog things that you're doing. I love that you're trying that. And I personally think it's really freaking cool. And so when he just said here, he's like, and you know what? What happened after that? Because it cuts off there. I didn't notice it at the time, but he had his phone in his hand. And he's like, so you've been really liking that vlog series I've been doing? I'm just like, dude, I think it's awesome because I get, you know, we get to see the guy behind the mirror, behind the mask, you know, and it's like, even though you don't have a mask, we get to see it outside of the green screen, and it's just cool to get to know you on that level. And he's like, well, funny thing, because you're in the March one. And I'm just like, no, I'm fucking not. It's like, no, I'm fucking not. And honestly, if he doesn't use it, I don't care. Like, if he doesn't use it, that's fine. But at the time, it was very humbling of a thought. And he's just like, well, guess what? You're in the March one. And I'm just like, I don't even remember what I said. I know I was speaking a lot, but I was just like, I think I was just telling him how much I appreciate him or whatever. But I might be in my like all-time favorite YouTubers video next month. And that's crazy to say. Like eventually afterwards, okay, I'll get to that. But my friend Matt like caught that moment, and he thought it was something really, yeah. But so I might be, and not only my favorite YouTuber, like period, he is my favorite YouTuber, but also I might be what was I getting at here? I might be on a very big channel again, like the PewDiePie thing, which was poisonous. But Jeremy Johns, I might, you know, I don't think he's going to plug me in. I don't think he's going to say Samurai Kibuji. I gave him my card, though, which you're about to see. But yeah, I might be in a Jeremy Johns video, so that'll be freaking cool. But anyway.
Get a video game, please. But yeah, so I'll let you go because I know you're probably just wanting to be a person.
No,
but
it's
like,
all good.
if you want to see this is me.
Hey.
I got over 25,000.
Okay.
So I'm getting there.
That's awesome.
But I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
And that's why I know, like, you know, you're doing mostly movie stuff.
Yeah.
And you used to do some game stuff. But
Yeah, you know, I still try. All right, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yo,
Are you doing that or what?
My friend and I were talking about it. We're like, oh my god, it's like the Olympus Mons of video games.
It takes forever.
It's
You
like
can't do
the
everything in that
hugest
shit.
game I've ever seen in my life.
It is.
And as
You
someone,
thought Breath of the Wild was crazy.
yeah, it was
It's
funny.
a
I
good
played
comparison.
through that twice.
Yeah.
Breath
Yeah,
of the
you
Wild.
did on
I
the
don't know
Switch,
how,
yeah.
but even like the Red Dead 2, he's just more involved. And even after a while, I'm like, all right, I literally set up my economy in my camp.
Yeah.
And I even got into a couple of gunfights.
Yeah.
And did
Keeping
some
your
poker.
honor up or low.
Yeah. Yeah, keeping on. I usually have, which is why, because you want to do a good massacre in a game like that.
Yeah.
And if you ever see the glowing ambers of fire at night, you're like, that's a Ku Klux Klan rally. You can fuck them all up.
I found one of
And
those.
no, you don't lose any honor. And so you just massacre these dipshits. It's fun.
well, it's actually, I
God.
just watched one of those happen, and two of them set themselves on fire.
Yeah, you can do that. That will
I
happen.
just
but
watched.
yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna wait for a second.
Yeah, I took like a Molotov and I was like, there you go. And then they just all
Catch.
scatter and you're just like,
This is the face of a man that's trying not to cry. I was doing my absolute darnest to not freaking cry here. I really, really was. I was doing my best to not freaking lose it. But this is the face of a happy Kibi. This is the face of a happy Kibi. But anyway.
Shooting them all in the back. You don't even care. It's so good. But thanks, man. All right, I got to split.
Cool, yeah,
But
seriously,
it's
enjoy
nice
it.
to-
So,
nice
so
talking.
I'm so glad I met you.
Thank
Keep doing
you,
what you're
man.
doing. You're doing awesome, seriously.
Thanks.
And
You too.
keep experimenting too. I
Yeah,
love your
yeah, absolutely.
experimentation.
Yeah, thank you. And
Yeah.
keep yours up too, man.
Yeah.
25K, that's no joke. Good job.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jeremy. Seriously.
Nice to see you again.
Good seeing you.
So that was the moment that I met Jeremy Johns, my all-time favorite YouTuber, and that's a moment I'm never gonna forget. But anyways, this is like a 20-minute vlog, so I should wrap this up. I just thought I'd share that story. And it's a story that I don't think I'll share with the public YouTube. Maybe I thought maybe I could like make somehow condense this immensely. Just sharing my con experience or whatever, maybe, but there's other stuff in the works that I'm excited to talk about the Patreon stream. Maybe I could elaborate more on this. You guys probably don't want me to because it's something that's very personal to me, but it was freaking amazing. Like truly. If I fangirl over anybody, I know like I got Manny and potentially all of you guys, whatever, you're willing to become my patrons, which is awesome. If you want to know who Kibi G fans over, fanboys over, it's Jeremy Johns. So there's many others, but Jeremy Johns is at the top when it comes to YouTube for me. So that was my con experience, and yeah, just thought I'd share it. And I know this is very long. I apologize if somebody sat through this whole thing. Thank you, but yeah. So I will catch you later in the Patreon Sunday stream at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. 1 p.m. I'll list it.